Hello guys, welcome to another episode of This Talk, and of course I'm your host Anile Chidera. Thank you all for following us, and today we'll be discussing a very interesting topic, the media monopoly, and we'll be looking at the case study of Naspers, Hitv and Kwese TV. You're welcome to today's episode, and let's go right into it. One would expect that pay-TV in Nigeria should be really big when you consider the fact that terrestrial and network channels in Nigeria have not lived up to expectation, and also considering the population of Nigeria, over 190 million Nigerians, you expect that the revenue from pay-TV really high. It's the amount of opportunity that may exist in this market, and so we're seeing a lot of investment, a lot of drive going down the pyramid, a lot of penetration yet to be done. Number one, content is king, right? Content is king. Do not miss this out. Content is king in this market, and it's really important, an important determinant as to who wins. And we see this clearly with case study of Hitv. Hitv came into the market, into this market in 2006, and they did the unthinkable, right? They did the unthinkable. They won the bid for premiership rights to show premiership matches exclusively for 3 years, and they did this even without selling a single decoder. Hitv, you guys are too much, man. And they got this bid despite spending over $20 million on acquiring the right for premiership. Hitv couldn't cut across. They didn't cut across. Their content didn't cut across the important consumers, the decision maker, the initiator, the users, the main users, because they were almost stereotyped to TV. It meant they were targeting, the male gender. But we know that the male gender, the man is the buyer most times, the buyer not always actually, but the man is usually the buyer. But when it comes to decision making, when it comes to initiating, when it comes to even consistent usage, children, most importantly, and also women and teenagers are really, really important. Really. So understanding the consumer set that should be targeted with content, and the kind of content assortment that needs to be provided for the different consumer sets is really important in sustaining success. And this is what DSTV understood. So despite staying with the rights to air premiership, DSTV still had new subscribers. They had about 200,000 subscribers. And Hitv, despite their their huge spend based on loans and all that, they were only able to get 250,000 subscribers, and that also didn't meet their minimum mark to break even, which actually they needed 500,000. So content is really key, and content assortment and targeting is really key in this market. Segmentation is really important, and it is actually being overlooked in this market. I think the only people getting it right is DSTV, in my opinion. I don't know what yours is, but really segmentation is important. Do you want to target below the market, or do you want to go above the pyramid? And I'll tell you really, because cable TV in Nigeria, the value, despite all the numbers in terms of penetration, despite the number of subscribers, Nigerian Pay-TV in terms of value is actually low. It's low. South Africa is way higher, and so that tells you the kind of subscribers. Even that DSTV Pay-TV is actually cheap in Nigeria. So do we want to stay at the bottom of the pyramid and drive penetration, or do you want to segment your customers rightly? Multi-choice today is playing both. So I'll just explain so that you kind of know where you stand, right? So there are two types of cable TV in Nigeria today. There's what we call the direct-to-home transmission, which is the DTH, and there's also what we call the DTT, which is digital terrestrial television or transmission. It is a simple way to differentiate. If you're using, a dish, a satellite dish, the white guy, the white pan, then you're doing it direct to home. That means you're being transmitted directly from the satellite. But if you're using an antenna, you're using an antenna base, that means you're tapping into a terrestrial transmission that is available. And these are two different levels of product. The likes of StarTimes, rather, they have decided to target below below the pyramid, and they're going into villages. They're taking cable TV to villages, and they are moving and driving penetration. Chinese companies deliberate about what they want. They don't want to win the right to English Premier League. They just want to give people Telemundo to watch. They want to give people Bragia to watch, really, and they do that at a very cheap rate. So they're penetrating with their start times into villages, suburban areas, and then they are actually deliberate. And that is what some of our Nigerian Pay-TV companies have failed to do, to segment their market and really target, really define who they want to target. DSTV with the GoTV option, sustaining leadership with GoTV, driving GoTV from below the pyramid to a little bit at the middle of the pyramid, well, mostly below the pyramid, and then DSTV, which is their direct-to-home transmission product, goes above the channel, and they're even making it niche. DSTV Explorer, people can even pay and all that, pay for a year, have different kind of, the device is absolutely a luxury. So basically, you have to know how you want to target, how you want to play. Do you want to go mass market? In Nigeria, mass market is really big, so the potential of the mass market, I mean, when you have 190 million people and not a lot of them have money, then you can tell that the mass market is really big. But also in Nigeria, the wealthy, the middle class is actually growing significantly. First, the middle class is growing significantly, and we also have really wealthy people in Nigeria. So you have to kind of find the product, and you want to target and segment. You want to segment and then target your audience rightly, and this is really important. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We're going to continue from next week, so thank you for staying with us, and I hope you've picked one or two. So see you next time. This video is actually dedicated to the digital media queen herself. Her name is Joy Enebalu, my dearie. Thank you very much, Joy, and thank you for all you've done for us at B-Stock. Cheers.